Okay, so last few videos, I don't know how often I've been telling you about my generator. This one specifically has had some problems with running propane at high RPMs, and we had some cam lobe problems here. It wore away, so taking some action to remove this problem. I'm going to change the oil with some synthetic 5W40 oil, which is a thicker weight, so as it heats up, that oil won't thin out so bad. I'm going to put some magnets in it also, some a dipstick magnet. So first I'm going to do is I'm going to warm this 5W30, yeah, oil for 15 minutes. So we'll go ahead and get these started. So I'm going to run it on propane. Propane's so much better than gas. Obviously propane has some issues, which is it overheats the engine, but it makes the engine run so much cleaner, and you also don't have to worry about the carburetor clogging up with that gas. So if you have them sitting for a long time. So what I'm doing now is I'm plugging the propane into the generator, and I have one of these Y connections here that splits it off, and I'm starting to run low on propane, probably because it's so cold. So we'll see if we'll get it started. I only need to run it 15-20 minutes. If it'll start, then I don't have to, you know, that'd be fine. So I'm going to choke it. I'm going to pull it 5 times, because you got to get that propane to go through the hose. So you got to get it to go a long direction. And then you bring it over to propane. Yeah, may not be enough pressure in that tank. With it being so low on propane and it being cold, I went ahead and just pulled it a little bit more. The colder that tank is, the lower the pressure is of your propane. Always put the caps back on these. That way, in the summertime, dirt daubers and wasps don't make nests in there. You'll see right here that they make nests everywhere. So this is just a little spot on the plastic there that they filled in. So if they can fill that in, they'll fill that in for sure. I'm going to check this oil. That's brand new oil that I put in there. So this is the second flush that I will have done on this generator. So when I mean flushing, I mean I dump the oil out, I put new oil in, run it for 15 or 20 minutes, and dump it out again. So now I'm going to check. Oh, I left this loose. Okay, so I got my magnet here. So we'll come in closer. We'll take a look at the magnet, see if there's any metal on it. Now there's going to be oil in it, or I'm sorry, air. So it already looks a little cloudy. So that air makes it look, I think, more cloudy than what it actually is. Okay, so now let's take a look at this and see if there's any metal shavings on it. Yeah. Okay, so there was. So that helped us get some of that off. So my hope is that we're not still shredding it. That what we're doing is just cleaning it. That's my hope. That's what the flushes are for. And remember, what we've been talking about in the last few videos is the propane runs hotter than gasoline. So when you're running this at high RPMs, somebody even said, well, it should have shut off the generation, you know, should have tripped the breaker. But I wasn't overloading the generator, I was overloading the heat. There was too much heat in the, because the propane was thinning out the oil. So, got a comment earlier. The trolls were amazing. And I know he was a troll. For several reasons. But he comes on and says that you shouldn't use zinc because first thing he said was you should change your you should run your generator with conventional oil for the break-in period. Well, if he'd listened to the video, I said I did that. Besides that, I have cam issues. So, if he'd have paid attention, he would have known that I'm switching to a better oil, a zinc 10W40 oil, because the conventional oil 10W30 didn't work. So they didn't even pay attention. And then, so he spells cam wrong, C-A-M, he spelled it wrong. He spelled it can, C-A-N. So that was his first sentence. And then the second sentence, he spells the scientific name of what's actually in the oil. And I can't pronounce it. It is so complicated that there's no way to pronounce it. And the spelling is worse. I'm not even going to try to spell it. So the shorthand for this scientific name is Z, D, D, and then P. So he spells it out and then he puts ZDDP. And says, you don't want to run that because it can, basically what it does is it can crystallize and then flake off, basically like carbon. That will cause you to damage your parts with carbon inside the engine. Well, first of all, the reason I'm running 40 weight, not 30 weight, is because my oil's running too thin. I'm losing material, as you saw on that magnet, that we're losing material off the cam, the thing he spelled wrong. Second, we're running propane, so we don't have a carbon issue anyways. Lastly, these new oils, they come in with all kinds of detergents. So like this CK4, CJ4, CI4 Plus, and CI4, that's detergents. That keeps it from carboning up. So then he says, you also don't want to run zinc because it turns your metal what they call yellow metal. Well, now he has no idea what he's talking about. First of all, his first sentence, he had a spelling error and commas and all that stuff not correct. His second sentence, his paragraph, second paragraph, was grammatically correct. So he found something on YouTube, or Google I should say, to make that sound real scientific, like he knew what he was talking about. But the yellowing only happens to brass and copper. Everything in this generator is aluminum, hardened steel, or steel. He's talking about engines, early day engines, that you want to be careful with this kind of stuff if it's got brass fittings in there. So these people, I don't understand the point. Why they spend so much time looking things up so they can harass the YouTubers. Okay, so I guess we've got that. Yeah, that's pretty dark. I'm worried about how much that picked up. So I guess we'll just, I don't feel like it's that hot. I can stick my finger in it, so that must, since it's not so hot, and I can put my finger in it, that's just got to be cleaning. Also, there's still air bubbles in it. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to get my magnet stick and see if we can pull any metal out with that. This thing here. We'll also get some of these air bubbles out, stir it up. Okay. Nope, nothing. So I'm guessing it's just a good flush. You got to remember, see what happens is that metal becomes like little fine particles. And it stirs up in everything. So it's inside the bearings, it's everywhere. So you got to get all that flushed out. So that's probably what has happened, is a lot of that is just flushed out material, because it's not that hot. So it couldn't have wore more material because it just didn't get that hot. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to check the temperature as it comes out of this other generator, just to confirm it's not that hot. And it's a pretty chilly day. I don't know if that makes a huge difference. This one I have no problems with, but since it's under the same loads as this older one, I say it's old, it's not that old. I want to make sure that I protect them equally. That's why I'm changing oil on this one. There's Girly. She's an old dog. She likes being outside though, a lot. Even on cold days, she doesn't want to come in. She's pretty comfortable outside. The other dog, she likes being inside more. Okay, so can you see what I'm doing here? Okay, so I'm going to pour a little bit of this in my hand to see how hot it is. Again, it's just not hot, so I would say that we should be okay. The oil should not be that thinned out, which is what we're trying to prevent. So that means that flush was actually just doing its job. It was flushing. See if I have another jar here. We'll put this oil on this one in this jar just to see the difference in color. Yeah, that one's much better. lighter color. And this has the same amount of time, about 20 minutes each. So you can see the color difference. So that's just flushing out, I'm thinking. Thing is what I don't understand about trolls, another thing I don't understand about trolls is, why do they say some of the dumbest things to make themselves sound so much smarter? Well, let's hope we save this machine. So this particular machine is still on Amazon for $1,000. This particular one. That being said, they have a newer model, same size, same dual fuel, same everything. The difference is, instead of the propane being up here in the front, the hole, it's over here on the side. That's the only thing I can see different about it. So, and that one's $600. So, you know, I don't really want to have to replace this. I would get the $600 one if I had to, but I sure don't want to. So, if you'll click this up next box, take the video over to my other channel, I'd appreciate it. Go check it out. So if I can inspire you to try to take care of your equipment so you can live your dreams. Thanks for watching.